Hello everybody, my name is Hocus. How are you doing today? Welcome to a brand new series. This is going to be the Minecraft Hardcore Survival series. So you guys voted and this is what you're going to get. There was 15 votes altogether, 8 for Hardcore, 7 for Modded. We may do Modded one day, but since Hardcore won the poll, that's what we're going to start with. So without further ado, let's create ourselves a new world here. And of course, we want to switch that straight over to hardcore. One life only, locked at the hardest difficulty, all that good stuff. And we're just going to call this Minecraft Hardcore Survival. And that's probably going to be the title of the series as well. So without further ado, as I said, let's jump right into the world. Hopefully we can get a good spawn. Initially, I want to begin things with a nomadic existence. So we're just going to move around, try and loot a few things here and there. Get ourselves a few materials up together and try and find a nice place to situate ourselves at the end of a few days. So yeah, for the first few days, we'll probably just be moseying around, grabbing a few things here and there. Try to get a bed set up as well so that we can sleep through the first few nights. And then wherever we get ourselves from that point, wherever we find ourselves after that point, we will just set up a small base and go from there. So first things first, as with every Minecraft Let's Play, we got to grab ourselves some wood. It's going to be one of the most important components to get ourselves started, get ourselves some planks, some sticks, a crafting bench, all that good stuff. So initially I'm just going to go ahead, craft ourselves a crafting table, create some sticks, and I think I'm just going to grab ourselves a couple tools here. So let's just create all of those into planks. Well, first of all, we'll go with a pickaxe. We'll also grab ourselves an axe, and that will just allow us to gather wood at a bit of a quicker rate. And then we'll just go straight back to chopping trees. And there we go. And I just wanted to explain a few things about this series, you guys. So this is going to be the series that we focus on a little bit less than the main survival Let's Play, which we, of course, put a lot of time into to create the videos. These videos for the hardcore survival will be a bit more laid back. I won't put as much time into them just because it's the sort of filler videos in between the major Let's Play episodes. So I'm probably going to keep you guys on camera more often than not in these episodes rather than skipping between things as I do in the regular Let's Play series. Obviously, I won't keep you in for all the boring stuff. I'll cut some of that out, but for the main portion of the game, we will stick together. So what I want to do initially, as I said, is find some wool so that we can get a bed set up, and that will allow us just to get through the first few nights without too much issue. So I'm just going to keep moving here, and that is the goal, right? We're just going to live like nomads for the beginning. And I see a couple sheep already, right? This is good. This is a good sign. But, oh, there are 3, but we need 3 white. So we'll just take this guy out, poor sheep. And then he's got a friend here who we'll take out in one swift hit. And then finally, where's that other white sheep? You know, brown sheep are actually quite a rare find. So that's kind of cool that we've already found that. Maybe that's a good omen for the series, or at least I hope so, because I was about to say I hope so because we've only got one life. I'm hoping that this Let's Play will kind of teach me how to be a bit more careful, because at the moment I'm not too careful when I play the game, you know, because in the regular Let's Play we've got unlimited lives. If we die, nothing happens. We can just respawn and go again. In this world, however, if we die, it's over. All the hard work we put in is done for, and we have wasted a lot of time. I think that is a witch hut over there as well, which is tempting to go and explore, but with no armor and no weapons would probably be a disastrous idea, so I'm not going to do it. But all these animals here can pretty much go. We need food, otherwise we're going to die. That's one of the most important things. And one goal that I do have for this episode is to hopefully get ourselves an AFK fish farm set up by the end of it, because that will just provide us with a bunch of things that we're going to need to actually establish ourselves in the world. Wow, okay, I like these mountains here, so this could be a notable place for us to set ourselves up, especially over there. Look at that. That looks really cool. So what we'll do here is we'll craft ourselves a boat and just take a little bit of a look around, see if we can find any sunken ships or anything like that. That would be useful to us, I think, at the moment. We'll also get ourselves a bed going. I think, again, that would be something quite useful to us immediately. There we go. Okay. We also need some stone. I should probably grab some stone, right, so that we can create a bit of a better arsenal of tools. You know what? We'll do that in a second. We'll do that in just a second. For now, though, we'll hop in the boat, see what we can find out on the waters of this world. And there's a nice little cave over there. We've got another one over there. All good. No armor whatsoever at the moment. This is a far cry from the position that we're at in the regular Let's Play, that's for sure, where we have pretty much everything on a silver platter for ourselves. And it actually doesn't look like this water area goes too far at all. So we might just get out of the boat here and travel over the mountains on foot. That might be a better approach to this area. just because, as I say, the water doesn't seem to go too far, so I don't want to bother sailing to the other edge of this small pond area that we're in. And I did see those mountains, right? And I do want to see whether or not they'll be suitable for us to live in. They did look kind of cool, so that's the main feature that we're looking for, right? We're just looking for a nice, cool area to situate ourselves in, somewhere that we could build a base that looks kind of cool and has a nice surrounding. So what I'm going to do as well in a second, as I mentioned just a second ago, that we're going to grab ourselves some stone, just to create some better tools. So what we'll do is we'll grab 3 stone from here. That'll create ourselves a pickaxe. And then we'll get another 2 right here. And that will allow us to make a sword. So 2 essential upgrades immediately. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create ourselves a sword. And then a pickaxe. And as I say, they're very important items for us to have early on in the game. And the rest of this stuff we'll kind of just dump up there. Grab our crafting bench back, which again... Oh, okay, that was that's interesting. Our crafting bench just disappeared and then returned. Very nice. Right, onwards and upwards, as they say. Right, this is the area that I think I was looking at. It's very stony, isn't it? I'm not sure if I like that too much. I don't really... The stony mountains like this aren't really my forte. I prefer the grass ones, but, you know, we can see. We can still see. I'm going to grab a few more bits of leather and beef here while we've got the chance. And we really should think about cooking some of that up in just a second so that we've got some food, because we are actually unable to sprint in the moment. So I might go ahead and do a bit of cooking here, and then we'll return after that to do a bit more exploration. Oh yeah, so that's night 1 out of the way, and we're still alive. So things are going smoothly. They're going as they should be going, and we've got ourselves a bunch of food. As you can see in my offhand, we've now got 16 steak and another 5 to go, so that's 21. I'm just about to clear up the campsite though, so let's get our things up together. Actually, yeah, we'll take this away, and then we'll pick up our furnace and be moving on, because as I said, we're living as nomads for the beginning of this series. We'll be living as nomads, just traveling through the world, seeing what we can see, finding what we can find, looting what we can loot, you know, all that good stuff. Anyway, these are the mountains that I was thinking that looked rather cool, but as I say, I'm not really a fan of the stony type mountains, so maybe we'll just bypass these and be on our way. I grabbed some sugarcane as well off camera. You may have seen that in my inventory a second ago, and I'll probably be grabbing that wherever I see it. So we've got some more here that I might take with us, just so that when the time comes for enchanting, we've got enough paper to be able to craft the bookshelves. If we don't find the books beforehand, that is, because nowadays in Minecraft, it's fairly easy to find books. If you find yourself some shipwrecks, that kind of thing, you can find books relatively easily, so it's not really one of the big problems in the game anymore. And that used to be something, actually, that always used to take a long time for me. That used to be the big step in the game, was finding enough leather and finding enough paper to be able to craft the bookshelves required to set up an enchanting station that would allow you to enchant to max capacity. So yeah, that brings back some good memories from me from old worlds that I played in the past before I even began YouTube, you know. But as we move through this birch forest, I'm kind of just looking on the horizon to see what's up ahead. I really haven't, as I say, I spawned into this world on camera, so I haven't had a chance to look around. I haven't planned this seed out at all. Let's just take a look in here. I don't want to aggravate any mobs right now. Especially in the sort of armor and weapon situation that we're in, it wouldn't be much of a good idea, would it? I think we'd probably struggle to fight our way to freedom if we did get bogged down, especially by more than one enemy. Chicken, you give me your stuff, please. Thank you. That was very nice. We've got a few more sheep over here. Not something I'm particularly worried about killing at the moment. They do give food, I know that, but I think we've got enough to satisfy our needs for now. Plus, with the steak, you get so much saturation that you wouldn't really expect to be eating that much of it, so... we will take the chickens out, however, because they're a one hit, you know, they're relatively easy. There's a couple more here. There you go, chicken. Come here, don't run away. Thank you. And then this guy here as well. Oh, I hit some grass. And again. Oh, missed him again. Whoa, the evasive chicken. He nearly escaped his fate then. I might have given him a free pass if I missed one more time, just to save myself some embarrassment, you know. All right, let's get ourselves across this small pond area again. These murky shallows that we often encounter in the swamp biomes. And you know what I really want to do right now? I want to switch to my rockets and just glide through the air, but we do not have the feasibility to do that, and we probably won't have in this world for a very long time, even if at all, you know. We might even die before we get to that situation. I'm hoping, though, that we make this series a relatively long one, you know. That we survive at least a good amount of time so that we don't embarrass ourselves with an early death or maybe get halfway through an awesome build and then all of a sudden we capitulate and things go wrong and you know, the world just goes south and we lose it. I wouldn't like for that to happen. I am trying to keep this going on for as long as possible. So off in the distance, I think I see some plains, which is not one of my favorite biomes, but they have good visibility. So it'd be a good place to go and just check our surroundings, if you will, and get out of the swamp biome as well. Because swamps are a little bit murky, aren't they? They're not the greatest biome to look at aesthetically. A bunch of sugarcane here, though, which I will take. We'll grab all of this. Just to top ourselves up. There we go. Did I miss any? Nope, we look good. Fine. All right, let's, I think, oh, okay. Got some more mountains over there, and I'm kind of interested in a mountainous region, if you hadn't gathered already. So we might actually sort of scoot our directional movement a little bit and head off in search of what might be hidden over here in the mountains. We got some pumpkins as well. Again, I will probably grab these just so that we've got them. We've got the seeds if we ever do need to build a farm. There we go. Take the boat out, and then probably just our hand is a good enough tool for these. We don't have an axe with us at the moment. I think I broke that earlier. There we go. Perfect. Some more sugarcane as well. Won't turn that down. And then we'll take the final pumpkin as well, just so pumpkin, no G on that. Okay, there we go. And I just want to see what's up at these mountains, and if nothing too interesting, we might take another break, and I'll see what I can find off camera for a little bit, because this might not be the most interesting thing for you guys to watch, and I know this is only episode 1, so we're not too fussed about making things overly interesting. But I did say that I want to hopefully get an AFK fish farm set up by the end of this episode, just so that we can provide ourselves with food and some good resources to get ourselves established in the world. These are the type of mountains I like, right? The ones with a lot of grass on them. So this could be a feasible setting for our place, if there's some good stuff around. I kind of want to live near an ocean though, so that we can explore some of the ocean ruins, the ocean shipwrecks, that kind of thing. I don't want to limit ourselves just to land-based structures, because there aren't too many of those. Okay, we've got some iron, which could be easily accessible for us, but again, I really don't know if I want to risk spelunking at such an early stage. It can be dangerous, especially with no armor and no decent weapons. So I might give that. Oops, just fell out of a tree as well. I might give that a few more minutes before we bother, or a few more minutes. I mean, a few more episodes maybe before we bother jumping into caves and such, just so that we don't risk our lives too much. And I think we're approaching a desert here, actually. So I might take a quick cut, guys, see what we can see around the area. If there's anything interesting, I will be sure to let you know. If not, we'll just see where we end up. And just like that, we stumble upon a village, which is something I've been kind of hoping that we would stumble upon in today's episode. So we just were over there, right? And it's been about 2 seconds since I ended the last clip. So it didn't take long for us to find something interesting. And hopefully there's some decent loot in here. Maybe some armor would be good. If we can find a little bit of food, again, I wouldn't say no to it at this stage of the game. And anything else, really, that we can sort of scavenge from here would be good. So they've got a smoker right here. And again, it's these sort of things that I'm not going to be too hesitant about taking with us. Smoker is always nice. We can use that to smelt up food very easily. A brewing stand, again, something that I wouldn't get until much further on in the game if I didn't find it here. I don't think there's going to be anything down there, is there? That's an interesting pattern, though. A nice line pattern there. So we'll just go around exploring the houses, see what we can find. Nothing interesting in there. That's okay. There's a chest in here, which might contain some good loot. Okay, a bunch of cactus. We got some wheat, some Ted bushes. I'll take them. Why not? And finally, was that some bread we had as well? Yeah, we did have some bread. Nothing in there. Okay. Oh, right. A couple of horses. Not too interesting to us. What have we got over here? Here's the blacksmith. This is something that will be hopefully useful to us. Aha, there we go. Bit of iron armor and 6 obsidian as well, which again, we probably wouldn't get until much later in the game. We've also got ourselves a grindstone, which I'm going to take. Oh, a couple furnaces. No. This could be detrimental to our survival in this world. Falling in lava in episode 1. Whew. Wow. Okay, you guys, great start there to the hardcore survival, right? Falling in a pit of lava. That is something you don't want to do on the regular. Anyway, let's try again. Take that and be careful. Take that one. There we go. That's how you do it. You don't need to jump in the lava afterwards. Right, there are 2 more houses over here, right there, that I'm going to explore. See if there's anything useful, and then we will probably be on our way. I guess I could take the hay bales as well, right? There's going to be a bunch of food available from those. I probably should gather those up in just a second as well. I might do that off camera though. Again, tons of wheat, green dye, dead bush. Right, again, not going to be too useful to us, but we will take it and see if we can make use of it. All right, you guys, again, I'll take a little break here to gather up some of these hay bales. I think they will be very useful to us in the long run. And then anything else that's interesting that we may find, I will let you guys know. Wow, with the 1.14 update, villages really are a dime a dozen, aren't they? I found another one already, and here's the blacksmith. Oh, leggings, again, perfect. And another helmet we'll take with us. An iron sword, again, not going to turn that down, am I? Let's take that and that. Good. And again, I don't mind taking the furnaces. It saves us, I mean, it's only saving us cobblestone. I know that's such an easy resource to come across, but at the end of the day, anything that saves us time and resources, I will go ahead and scavenge, because we are playing as a nomad at the moment. This is an interesting little house. Is there anything up here at all? No, it doesn't look like it, does it? We'll just pop down there then. And I'm just looking for chests again. Very straightforward game plan. We'll take the smoker with us as well. Okay, that's good. And here's a couple houses. These look quite big as well, so they might be containing a few things that we're after. Oh no, this is the, how did I even, that's the blacksmith. I've already been in there. Okay, nothing in there. Turquoise bed, and again, nothing in there. Or cyan, I should say. I don't think it's called turquoise, is it? The sheep pen, okay, nothing going in there. Over there, there wasn't much indeed, and then nothing in here either. Okay, so that village wasn't anywhere near as profitable. What is this? Hold up, hold up. Is this anything? Oh, it's got a door. And it's got a staircase. Alright, I've never been to the top of one of these. I'm hoping that there's some loot up here. If not, I've kind of wasted my time. Aha, there is. Okay, some cactus, wheat, bread. Is there anything else from me? No, there is not. Okay, it wasn't particularly worth it, but you know what? At the end of the day, as I say, we'll take what we can get at this time. Right, moving onwards, we got plains again, savanna to our left, cows everywhere, sheep everywhere. So I'm going to keep moving. Keep exploring. We need to find ourselves some gold and some iron though if we're going to have any chance of getting ourselves set up with an AFK fish farm by the end of this episode. I think I'd also need redstone for that, so we need to create a mine to get some redstone. We've got a desert as well. I'm just trying to keep an eye on things, you know, see which direction we want to keep heading in. But yeah, let's try and get ourselves some of the more important resources so that we can establish ourselves. I think I've made my mind up, guys. I think I've made my mind up. This is where we're going to settle. A jungle biome. Again, one of the rarer biomes to find in the game, and it's situated right next to a desert village. I can't see any reason why we wouldn't set up here, right? It's a beautiful location. We've even got a small desert temple over there, which is actually submerged in the sand, which is quite interesting. And this village looks quite neat as well. We've got a blast furnace in there. I'm not going to tear this one apart too much because we might eventually use this to our advantage at some point. Another helmet, a few more iron ingots. So we're pretty much good on iron. We need some gold still though, and some redstone. So that's something that we need to find. Is this another one? Oh, this is another one. Wow, obsidian. Okay, we could just go to the nether right now if we wanted to, and we haven't even got a diamond pickaxe, which is kind of insane, but that is a thing. And you know what comes with jungles as well? That's right. We got some bamboo, and I can see it already. So this could be a really cool location for us to start our base. So what have we got here? It looks like we've got a small cave. Yeah, look at this. This is what I quite like to find in these locations, and that gets me thinking as well. We don't actually have any torches, do we? So as long as this doesn't go too... Okay, it does go a bit further, but not too deep. Okay, this could be perfect to start our little base in, actually. So I'll pop down a few furnaces. Yeah, it doesn't go any further than this. We might even just set up camp in this cave for now, and then sort of develop it as we go. So let's pop a couple of those in so that we can create ourselves some torches. And we've got one piece of cobblestone there, got a couple iron helmets. So we're going to have to set up some chests. That would be a good priority to get going, because, you know, we've got a bunch of useless, well, not useless stuff, but we've got a bunch of stuff clogging our inventory up at the moment. I hear a villager very close by. Are they venturing into the jungle like me? They are. Hello, friend. Okay, you don't have anything to trade. That is that was obvious to me anyway. You didn't have yourself an outfit that suggested you would have anything to trade, so I wasn't really expecting much from you. Okay, two torch crafts through. So let's just pop these torches throughout this little cave. And as I say, I think this is probably where we'll set ourselves up. So what could we do here? We need to get ourselves some more wood. So let's craft ourselves up a nice axe so that we can get that underway. We're going to need a couple more cobblestone here, so I'll just do that. And then we want to set our crafting bench up, maybe down right here. That will do. And then some more sticks wouldn't go amiss. A couple of those, something like that. And then we'll go outside. I want to use jungle wood, and I think we'll try and exclusively use jungle wood in this build, so that we can sort of match the local area a little bit. Let me think about what kind of tree we want to cut down. Probably don't want to tackle one of the big ones just for now. I think there are smaller ones though. There should be. Okay, yeah, this looks like a smaller one. Here we go. There we go. This is what I wanted to see, you know, like a nice, thin tree. And the jungle actually gives you access to quite a lot of stuff. You just saw there we had some cocoa beans. I don't know. Okay, they went up there and we've got them. So that's brown dye right there, cocoa beans. And as I mentioned, we do also have ourselves access to some bamboo, which could be a very good starting point for us in terms of a fuel source. You can also craft paper, I believe, from bamboo. So it will be a nice place for us to just get things started. Anyway, nighttime is a brewing, so we should probably think about settling down for the night, popping our bed down just in here, anywhere will do, and wait for the sun to go down. And then we can think about probably, I think one thing I do want to definitely get set up is a little mine in this episode. And as I say, if we can get an AFK fishing farm set up as well, that would be perfect. Okay guys, we gathered up some bamboo, which was one of the things I just wanted to make sure we had a farm for before we went and did any digging on the underground, because that's the next step. I think go down into the depths of the world and try and find ourselves some goodies, namely gold, redstone and iron. Those are the things that we are desperate for at the moment. So I had another tip for you as well. I don't know if you guys know this, but this is a relatively useful thing to know. If you're harvesting bamboo, go with a sword, right? Sword is the best, or one of the best tools to use to harvest it. See how quickly you can harvest it with a sword, whereas with a pickaxe it takes a little bit of a while, and with your hand it will also take a little bit longer. So that's with the hand, as you can see. However, with a sword it's very quick. So there's a tip for you. Anyway, I'm just going to use all of this bamboo up in a small farm here. We're just going to lay it in a row like this and let it grow over time. And we can come back and grab this whenever we need it until we've got the feasibility to make an automatic farm sometime down the road. But this stuff grows so quick. I mean, harvesting it manually with a sword is quick enough anyway. So what I want to do next, actually, I forget, before I go down and start thinking about the base at all, I want to come over to the village and make sure that we trap at least 2 villagers inside of a house so that we don't have to risk losing all of these guys to zombies and the likes. If we can do that, though, it might be difficult for us because, you know, we might not have any villagers in their house at the moment. So maybe we'll do that at another time because, of course, the villagers in the day will be out and about instead of in their homes. We do have the blacksmith in here, though. Let's see what he sells, by the way. 15 coal for an emerald or 3 emeralds for an iron axe. Not right now, friend. Here, if we can push these guys in there like that. There we go. Trapped ourselves 2. We could even... no, I'm not going to try and trap anymore, but we've trapped ourselves 2 guys in the village, which is perfect. Just make sure that there are no other doors or exits they can take. Nope. Good. So now we can think about getting our mine set up and hopefully grabbing ourselves some iron, gold, and redstone. Welcome back, guys. We are down in the depths. We are currently at Y11, which is where I prefer to mine my resources. We've towered all the way down, or put ladders all the way down so that we can get back up just with a jump like so. And we've immediately hit redstone in this side. I haven't dug any further on the other side. So let's grab ourselves that. And this again is just contributing towards the completion of that AFK fishing farm that we would like to get set up by the end of this episode. So we are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our torch needs to go here, but since there's more redstone, let's just quickly go ahead and gather it. And we unveil some iron as well, which is perfect because I invested all of the iron ingots that we did have into an iron pick so that we could come down and grab gold and redstone. So we did need to restock ourselves on that ever so slightly. We need 5 for the hopper and another 4 for the iron trapdoor. So I think even this vein alone is going to be enough just based on what I can see so far. And it seems to be quite extensive, which is nice. But yeah, we are currently equipping ourselves with the right materials to make the goal of this episode become a reality, which, as I said right at the beginning, was to create an AFK fish farm, which will provide us with most of the stuff that we need just to set ourselves up in the world. We've got ourselves a location to establish ourselves in, which is perfect. A nice jungle biome, which is something I haven't built in before, so that could be interesting. And now we're down in the mines. We've got 46 redstone and 13 iron, so a great start. Anyway, I'm going to keep digging until we've got what we need, and then we'll sort of regather ourselves upstairs, get the AFK fish farm set up, and that is approximately where we will think about ending this episode. Okay guys, so that was a very successful trip down to the mines. And I will bring you guys back in to show you everything that we did collect after we're done smelting it and all that good stuff. You can get a look right now if you want to. But firstly, we're going to create ourselves a blast furnace so that we can smelt the ores ever so slightly quicker. And what we're going to do is, firstly, we'll toss something like that in there, and we'll just let that go. And then we'll get the iron in as well to smelt up. And we're good for food right now. Torches we're a bit low on as well, so I might craft a few of those up just quickly. So maybe do something like that just to top our supplies up. But we did exactly get what we needed, which was gold, redstone, and iron, which is perfect to create ourselves the AFK fishing farm. So as I say, I'm going to smelt the stuff up here. And then once I'm done smelting, I'll bring you guys back in to set the AFK fishing farm up. And then I think we're going to call it a day for episode 1 of the hardcore Minecraft survival. So let's do this. You know what, guys? I'm actually going to need string to create ourselves a fishing rod for this farm. So why not extend things out a bit further and go ahead and explore this temple here, which has been sort of reclaimed by the sand. And I'm hoping there's an entrance down here somewhere. Possibly not. We might have to just pop in through the top. That might be the best course of action. Kind of scared though, because I don't want to lose too much health and have to fight something. Oh no, we're good. We're good. We didn't lose that much health either. So let's break a block out and maybe just dig down the side. That is probably the safest route at the moment, because we don't want to activate the pressure plate. Of course, that might be detrimental again to our survival in this world. So let's just take that away. And this is exactly what I was looking for. 8 string right there. Got ourselves a bunch of gold. Again, a bunch more string. I may as well take all this stuff, right? Well, we've got the chance. You know what? I'll actually just take the chests as well, because they'll be useful to us. So let's break that. Break that. Break that one. And then finally this one. I'm hoping we've got enough inventory space. We don't have enough for the saddle, but we will be putting this sandstone back somewhere. Let's actually go ahead and do... You know what? We'll get rid of the pressure plate. I don't want it. I don't want it to be placed back down. I don't want to use it to kill myself. So we'll get rid of that. And I'm actually going to snag my torch back as well, I think. Just because, you know, that's the kind of person I am at the moment. We're poor. We need to make sure that we've got everything that we possibly can have. So give me that back, please. And then what we'll do is we'll go up like this. Maintain the pattern. I like to leave things as they were if I'm not going to tear it down for resources. And then we can go ahead, pop this guy back in there. And then we just need to find our way out. So maybe we'll just do something like this to get out. We'll tower out with cobblestone for now. And that gives us an easy way back in if we ever need to come back, which is good. So from this point onwards, I will be focusing on the AFK fishing farm and wrapping this episode up. So let's get that done as we were going to before our need for string arose. Okay guys, so welcome back to today's video for the last time. This is going to be the end of episode 1 of the hardcore Minecraft survival series. So we've set it up and I did a little bit of fishing, only for about 5 minutes. Managed to get some leather, some raw cod, some raw salmon, pufferfish and a saddle, so not too bad all in all, right? We're going to continue with this though off camera most likely, and hopefully get ourselves a nice enchanted rod to use with mending on it ideally, and then from there we can just try and max enchant it so that we've got the perfect rod to work with. But until that point, we'll be fishing with whatever we can get our hands on. This is what we're looking like in terms of inventory at the end of this episode. So we got ourselves some good stuff, really. Not a bad start to the series at all. Got a bunch of good, useful things that we can go ahead and implement to make sure that we sustain ourselves in this world. Alright then, you guys, as I say, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for voting on the poll and choosing to get a hardcore survival series going. I'm quite excited for this series, actually, to see how long we can keep ourselves alive, you know? That is the goal, right? To prolong survival and keep death at bay. So, if you did enjoy today's episode, be sure to drop a like down below. Any comments will be appreciated in the comment section. I do love to respond to them, as you know, so anything you've got to say at all, just let me know. And finally, if you're new around here or haven't subscribed yet, then be sure to subscribe. Yeah, just subscribe, man. That's what you need to do. Subscribe to this channel, and you can stay tuned to this series and any other videos I decide to post. So once again, you guys, thank you very much for taking precious time out of your day to come to my channel and watch my video. I really do appreciate it. I'm grateful to have you here. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.